It's Yellow Jackets basketball here on 88.3 FM The Sting. Just shy of tip-off, let's send it down to the WBWC sports team with all the in-game action.
Welcome back to tip-off of the Yellow Jackets men's basketball game between the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets and the Muskingum Muskies. Tip-off took place. Both teams have possessed the ball already. No score on the board. 19:30 to go in the first quarter. As we start things off, we welcome you if you're just joining us. Lemon with a big win today, 60-38 over Muskingum. The men now with game number 2 on the day. As a first shot now taken by number 1, Jake Snyder for Baldwin Wallace. It's a miss from the three-point range. 0-0 is the score. 19-11 to go here in the first half. As we get things going here. Muskingum with the basketball, losing it in traffic, number 44. That's Noah Tomlinson who loses it. He'll go into the hands of Shane Zalba. Zalba fakes a three. It'll end up being a pass. He'll pass this over to number 14, Drew Wennes. Wennes is unable to get it, and it'll go back to the Muskingum Muskies. And number 33, Carson Carter with it. He'll pass this over to number 12. That's Alex Coffey. Passing it back to Carter. And Carter losing it in traffic to Anthony Mazzeo. Anthony Mazzeo definitely one of the driving forces between the Yellow Jackets men's basketball team. As Mazzeo will pass this over to number 24, Christian Pfeiffer, who gets the bucket, the first one of the game. 18-24 in the first half. 2-0, the Yellow Jackets leading. Of course, Jackets head coach Tom Heil in his 7th season. Travis Schwab from Muskingum also in his 7th season. So these two coaches got to the OAC around the same time. Muskingum with their first three-point shot of the day. They take the lead. Number 20, Noah Bayview gets the shot. Noah Bayview with the three-point shot. That'll make it 3-2 Muskingum. Three-point shot taken by Jake Snyder, who drills it. And now the Jackets take back the lead. 5-3 they lead. 17:52 in the first half. As we welcome you to Yellow Jacket men's basketball on 88.3 The Sting. With the basketball now is number 44, Noah Tomlinson. He'll pass this over to Alex Mazzanelli. Mazzanelli will pass this over to Carson Carter. Carter will pass this to Tomlinson again, and it's no good. It'll go into the hands of Shane Zalba. Zalba at the left wing. Long pass to Wennes. Wennes will pass this to Snyder. Snyder at the arc, back to Wennes. Wennes for 3. And it goes off the rim. It's no good, and a whistle is blown. May have a foul call here against the Muskies. And it is. First foul on the day. That'll go against Noah Tomlinson. And Anthony Mazzeo will inbound this one for the Yellow Jackets. They keep it on their side of the court with a 5-3 lead, 17-18. In the first half. Drew Wennes with the basketball inside the paint. Mazzeo takes a 3 and he drains it 8-3. The Yellow Jackets take the lead. With 17:08 to go here in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets ahead 8-3 over Muskingum. With the basketball now is Alex Mazzanelli. Mazzanelli inside the paint for Muskingum takes a shot. Long 2, call it 8-5. That's actually exactly the same score the women started with in the first game. 8-5 is your score. The Yellow Jackets ahead 3. Pass to Mazzeo inside the paint. They'll pass this outside Wennes. They'll pass this to Zalba outside the arc to Snyder for 3. Yes. Range play, 11-5. And the Yellow Jackets are up 6. Once again, very similar start to what the women had earlier in the game. Although a lot more offenses. We're now 16:22 left in the first half. Watch shot. Alex Mazzanelli takes it. And it looks like we got 2 free throws on the way as he's called for a foul. Christian Pfeiffer's called for the foul for the Jackets. Heading to the free throw line will be Alex Mazzanelli. He's a senior guard from Cambridge, Ohio, as he heads to the line. 16:16 left on the clock. First shot from Mazzanelli is no good. It'll remain 11-5. Checking in for the Jackets, Jackson Simmons. Only 1 foul per team so far. 1 going for free throw. Nobody's in the bonus, of course, this early yet. As the next free throw is good, that'll cut it to 5 points, 11-6, Baldwin Wallace. 16-11 to go here in the first quarter. Albert will pass this to Wenis. Wenis over to Mazzeo. Mazzeo at half court to Wenis inside the paint. Back over to Mazzeo, who's at the arc. Dribbling inside the paint. Mazzeo losing it in traffic. But they will call it for a Baldwin Wallace basketball again. So remain a Yellow Jacket basketball. 11-6. The Yellow Jackets lead. 15:57 to go in the first half. Checking in now for Muskingum is number 4, DJ Donald. As an inbound from Mazzeo over to Drew Wenis is taken. Then they'll go back to Mazzeo at the line. Mazzeo passing this over to Zalba, and I believe they're calling another, Drew Wenis, excuse me. It looks like another official discussion here. And it looks like they are going to call a foul against Muskingum again. That'll be their second foul of the day. As this Mazzeo inbounds it to Wenis. Then Mazzeo goes inside the paint. Now he's back out to the arc. And then he'll take a shot back inside the paint. And he gets it back, his own rebound, and they're waving it off. So no bucket is made. It looks like the Muskies are going to gain possession back. Nope, they are calling it against the Muskies. Going against DJ Donald, so it will remain a Yellow Jacket basketball. That's foul number 3, 2 on the same possession for the Muskies. A lot of defense now starting to get played on both sides of the ball as Wenis holds on, Mazzeo holds on to the basketball, almost lost it out of bounds. Keeps it at the arc. He's going to drive inside, take a long 2-shot, and it is good. 13-6, that's a touchdown and an extra point lead. The Yellow Jackets lead 13-6 over Muskingum here in Ersprung Gymnasium. Of course, this is basketball. Yellow Jackets with a big-time lead to start things off. 15:08 to go in the first quarter. Jackets up 7. With the basketball now is M.J. Smith for Muskingum. He'll pass this over to Russell. Russell takes a shot. It's no good. Bradley Russell with a missed three-point attempt. Jake Snyder going the other direction for the Yellow Jackets. They'll pass it to Anthony Mazzeo for 3. It is good. 16-6. Muskingum taking a timeout right away. 14:48. Jackets up 10. 16-6 is your score. You're listening to Yellow Jacket basketball right here on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
WBWC Berea.
It's all about the 1990s and 2000s on Millennium Mayhem every Thursday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Join yours truly, Andrew Hody, for some of the best music from 1990 to 2009, spanning all genres from rock, pop, hip-hop, and so much more. The Mayhem also has a different theme each week, so the variety never ends. Make sure to tune in to Millennium Mayhem every Thursday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. on 88.3 FM The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Welcome back to Yellow Jacket basketball on 88.3 FM The Sting. Make sure you tune in to Millennium Mayhem Thursday nights. That's my show, playing the best of the 1990s and 2000s, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. We welcome you back. Anthony Mazzeo has the basketball now for the Yellow Jackets the other direction as Muskingum took a shot and missed. 3-point miss by Anthony Mazzeo that time after he drained it the first time around, as Tanner Gensler will take it the other way. And it looks like we got a foul the other direction against the Jackets this time. That'll be the Jackets' second foul on the afternoon. Muskingum will inbound this one. Number 14, Jaden Humphrey will bring this in. 14-12 to go here in the first half. 16-6. So the basketball is DJ Donald. They'll pass this to Tanner Gensler, and Gensler passing it over and taking a shot inward is Davion Croft, who can't get it to go. Excuse me, no, that is Bradley Russell, who can't get it to go. 16-6 is the score. With the basketball now for the Jackets is Jackson Simmons the other direction. They'll pass this to Jake Snyder for 3 on the rim, no good. Rebound Tanner Gensler the other direction. They'll pass this to DJ Donald. Donald to Gensler. Gensler back over to MJ Smith. Smith to DJ Donnell for Muskingum. Nice ball movement on this possession. Muskingum takes a three. Donnell can't get it to go. And he'll head the other direction, the Yellow Jackets. Now with the basketball is Luke Driscoll. Driscoll over to Samson Albert, who checks into the game. With Driscoll to Wennis for three! And that is it. 19-6, Drew Wennis gets it in there. 13:04 in the first half. 13 points, Yellow Jackets are ahead as the Muskies are off to a slow start. Here's DJ Donnell inside the paint. He loses it. Oh, it looks like a foul is called against the Jackets on Samson Albert. Not too happy about that call. That'll be the third foul of the day for the Yellow Jackets. Nobody in the bonus, however, so no free throws will be shot, nor was it in the shooting motion. So oh no, it was in the shooting motion, they're ruling it now. Tanner Gensler will head to the free throw line for the first time today, the junior forward from Pittsburgh. First free throw is no good. Muskingum struggling on offense to start things off here in the first half. 19-6, the Jackets outscoring the Muskies. 8 minutes inward. Here comes the next shot. And it's off the rim, no good. Yet again, it will remain 19-6. Here comes Jackson Simmons. Well pass this to Jake Snyder. And a foul, I believe, is called against number 14, Jaden Humphrey. And it is Jaden Humphrey. Inbounding the basketball now will be number 1, Jake Snyder. He'll inbound this one to number 10, Luke Driscoll. He's at the BW letters at half court. Now at the arc. He'll pass this to Christian Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Samson Albert in the paint. Albert over to Driscoll for three, incomplete. The other direction, DJ Donnell goes for the Muskies. Passing it to Jaden Humphrey. And Humphrey takes his shot incomplete. 19-6 it remains. Quiet offense here to start the last few minutes on both sides. Jake Snyder will pass this over to Simmons. Simmons drains a three. 22-6, Baldwin Wallace. A hot start for the Jackets, and now we're at the 12-minute mark in the first half. 4 fouls against Muskingum, 3 against the Jackets. 16-point game we have here. Jackets were leading by 7 for a while, and then they've gone on an extra 9-point run. As the basketball is in the air, it looks like a foul was called again, I think against Muskingum. No, excuse me, against the Yellow Jackets. And that'll send DJ Donnell to the line, the freshman guard from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. And they're going to call that foul on Samson Albert for BW. As free throw attempted, that'll add 1 to the board, 22-7. Another free throw coming. Trent Jakacki and Shane Zalba check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Next free throw underway from DJ Donnell is good, 22-8. That'll end a Jackets 12-0 run. The basketball now is Jackson Simmons. He'll pass this over to Jakacki. Jakacki over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer to Zalba. Zalba, a long pass. He'll pass that over to incomplete. He'll pass it over to number 10, Luke Driscoll. It's no good either way. Heading towards the Muskies as number 12 takes over Alex Coffey. Muskies have the basketball. Long pass over to Noah Tomlinson. Tomlinson gets a bucket. And now Muskingum's starting to find a little bit of offense here. 22-10. 11 minutes exactly in the first half. Shane Zalba in the paint, takes it and makes it, and a foul. And a foul's made, so Shane Zalba will head to the line as well to extend the lead 24-10. And a free throw coming. Shane Zalba, the senior guard, 5'11" from Memphis. 10:55 in the first half remaining. Free throw's good, 25-10. The lead is 15 points. Now the other way. Alex Mazzanelli. He'll pass this over to Carson Carter. Carter to Noah Bigu. Bigu passing this to Alex Mazzanelli. Mazzanelli inside the paint, takes a two-shot, no good. And it'll be rebounded by number 12, Shane Zalba. Shane Zalba at the arc now. They'll head to the BW letters. Then I'll pass this over to Trent Jakacki. Jakacki passing it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer hits the rim, but no good other than that. 10:18 to go in the first half of the game. 25-10. The basketball now is Noah Tomlinson. He takes a shot and makes it. Actually, no, he just goes for an upside layup. 25-12. 10 minutes exactly now in the first half. Yellow Jackets with the basketball now. Jackson Simmons on the left wing. Nice pass to Trent Jakacki. And it looks like it's no good, and a foul is called again. I think that will go against Muskingum. Noah Tomlinson calls for the foul for Muskingum, and the Yellow Jackets will maintain possession. No team in the bonus yet, as Anthony Mazzeo will inbound this one as he checks back in for the Yellow Jackets. 25-12, a 13-point lead. Zalba fakes the three. And then a long pass intercepted by number 12, Alex Coffey. The other direction for Muskingum, no good, as he hits it off the backboard. Christian Pfeiffer with the rebound, passing it to Shane Zalba off the left wing. Zalba inside the paint, looking for an open man. He finds Pfeiffer, and Pfeiffer's pass is intercepted again. Bradley Russell, as turnovers are now coming and going, as he'll pass this to Coffey. Coffey will pass this to Bigu. Bigu at the arc. He'll pass this over to Russell. Bigu will pass this over to Russell. And this pass is now intercepted as Shane Zalba has it for the Yellow Jackets yet again. It'll change hands as we approach 9 minutes to go. And another intercepted pass. This one by number 33, Carson Carter. And the layup, easy layup, it looked like it would have been, but no good from number 2 of Muskingum, Alex Mazzanelli. Drew Lennis gets the rebound, and the Jackets have possession again. 5 turnovers consecutively in a row for both teams. Anthony Mazzeo in the backcourt, now at the arc. Going inside the paint, long pass over to Wennes. Wennes fakes the three. He goes inside the paint. He takes his shot. Yes! Even with 3 straight turnovers, the Yellow Jackets extend their lead to 15, 27-12. 8:24 to play in the first half. As a shot taken by number 12, Alex Coffey, goes out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets get the basketball back. So to the Jackets' benefit, while they turned over the ball a whole bunch, so did Muskingum, as their turnovers still are continuing, and the Jackets will take control yet again of possession. 8:17, and the Jackets are now officially in the bonus as well. Mazzeo passing it to Wennes. Wennes inside the paint. Takes a shot, and good. Drew Wennes taking a shot, 29-12. So the basketball now is Alex Mazzanelli. Mazzanelli at the letters of BW. Now at the arc. They'll pass this over to Bradley Russell. Russell over to M.J. Smith. Smith to Carter. Carter inside to Bradley Russell, and it's good. They're calling a shot good, or is there going to be a foul? Well, they call a foul as well, so they wave off the shot. And heading to the line is going to be number 32, Bradley Russell, for Muskingum, sophomore forward from Coolville, Ohio, as he takes a shot, and the first free throw is a miss. Muskingum struggling from the free throw line today. 7:41 to play here in the first half. And here comes the next shot underway. Good. Drained right down the middle, 29-13. We're at 16 points. 7:40 to go in the first half of the ball game. Shane Zalba at the left wing. Now inside the paint. Back out to the arc. He'll pass this to Wennes. Wennes will go to the right. He'll hand this one off. And then Zalba will take it, and Zalba will drain it into the basket with an easy layup. 31-13, 18-point separation between the Yellow Jackets and the Muskies. DJ Donald with the basketball for Muskingum now. He'll pass this over to Alex Massinelli. Massinelli inside the paint, but a foul call beforehand. I think they're going to wave that shot off yet again. And now heading to the free throw line for the second time today, Alex Massinelli, the senior guard from Cambridge, Ohio, 6 foot, 175. Alex Massinelli, his second trip to the line tonight, or today I should say. 7:09 to go here in the first half. First free throw is good, and the second one come after. Oh no, they did call the basket as good as well. So it was just an and one. 31-16, that makes your score then. I was confused by what the officials were doing at the end because the shot looked good to me. As Wennes takes a three-point shot, no good, it'll go back to Muskingum. Alex Massinelli inside the paint, yes! Rolling in, and good, 31-18. Muskingum cutting this deficit now, slowly but surely, as it's at 13. Shane Zalba with the basketball at the arc. He'll pass this to Snyder. Snyder over to Simmons. Simmons passing this to Mazzeo for three. And how about a make? 34-18. Anthony Mazzeo with another three-point play. 6:23 in the first half. DJ Donald rolls off the basket. It's no good. 34-18. And the Jackets with Anthony Mazzeo leading the charge back. They'll pass this over to Jake Snyder off the rim. But a nice save there by Drew Wennes. And he'll pick up a foul against Muskingum. Drew Wennes, of course, now will head to the free throw line. That foul goes against Tanner Gensler, his second on the afternoon. Heading to the free throw line now, number 14, Drew Wennes. 6:10 to play here in the first half. 34-18 is your score. The Jackets have now a 17-point lead, 35-18 after the make on the free throw. Second free throw coming for Drew Wennes, who is a sophomore guard, 6'5", 195 from Huron. And he makes the second one to make it 36-18. Now it is a 18-point ball game exactly, with 6:02 in the first half of play. With the basketball is number 23, Ethan Taylor, checking in. MJ Smith takes a shot, no good. Going the other direction, it's the Yellow Jackets with Wennes to Samson Albert. To Jackson Simmons. Jackson Simmons takes a shot off the backboard and into the rim, but still bounces out. 36-18, Muskingum taking it back. Alex Massinelli inside the paint. He takes a shot inward off the backboard. A foul is called, though, to his benefit. And I believe that puts Muskingum in the bonus, and that means heading to the free throw line yet again will be Alex Massinelli. Mentioned the struggles Muskingum has had on the line tonight, but they are kind of making up for it as they're clawing back into this basketball game. Alex Massinelli, the senior guard, 6'0", 175 from Cambridge again, will take his first free throw, and he will make it. 36-19. Luke Driscoll checking back in for the Yellow Jackets. And the next throw underway. 36-20. Second free throw good. We're heading the other direction for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets as Drew Wennes inbounds this one. He'll pass that over to number 10, Luke Driscoll. Driscoll outside the arc, passing it to Wennes. Wennes taking the shot, then he'll pass this over to Albert. Albert to Mazzeo in the corner for three. It's no good. Almost lost in traffic. Jackson Simmons with a great defensive play. Tries to get it back. Unbelievable turn of events is how quickly this has just happened. And it's going to be ruled a Muskingum basketball, but Jackson Simmons with a nice block to get the basketball back for the Jackets. He takes a shot. It was no good. It goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Simmons again, who tried to get his own rebound. And so Muskingum gets the basketball back. DJ Donald with under 5 minutes to play at 4:54, 36-20 Baldwin Wallace over Muskingum, but Muskingum has the basketball as Tanner Gensler gets into the paint and gets the bucket. 36-22, 4:43 to go here at Earthsprung Gymnasium. Drew Wennis is now at half court. He'll pass this over to Jake Snyder. He's at the arc. He's at the letters of the Yellow Jackets now on the left wing. Now he's back at the BW letters, and it looks like another foul was called. I'm not sure what they're calling this one. I think it's going to be 2 shots for the Jackets. Yet again, as Jake Snyder is called for the foul. The junior guard, 6'0", 175 from Stowe, Ohio. As he'll shoot 2 at the line. 4:26 to play here in the first half. Jake Snyder's first free throw is good. 37-22. Extends the lead back to 15. Second free throw underway. And here it comes. Second free throw is good as well. 38-22. We got a 16-point ball game yet again. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. At the letters of BW is Alex Massinelli. Massinelli goes for 3. It's no good. Drew Wennis gets the rebound, and he'll take it the other direction. He'll pass this to Mazzeo. Mazzeo at the arc. Now with the letters of BW, he'll pass this to the left wing where Shane Zalba is. Then inside the paint, Mazzeo completes the pass. Wennis then goes to the arc, and that was one heck of a clutch 3 by Drew Wennis as the shot clock winded down a little bit. 41-22, 3:45 now in the first half. As DJ Donald takes it, he'll pass this over to number 2, Alex Massinelli. He'll pass this to MJ Smith. Smith passing it to Massinelli. Massinelli inside the paint. And the basketball goes out of bounds. It looks like they're going to rule it a Muskingum basketball. They are ruling it Muskingum's basketball, as some Muskingum fans not too happy with some of the officiating in this game. And Donald inbounded it to Alex Massinelli at the arc. Massinelli tried to find an open lane. He does. He takes a shot in the paint. It's no good. He gets his own rebound. And now DJ Donald is outside the arc with a complete pass. He's going to try to drive inside, and number 21, Tanner Gensler, gets a completed pass. And official blew a whistle here. But the foul was called on Jackson Simmons. That'll make BW's foul total 8, and Muskingum is also at 8 fouls, and Jackson Simmons with their first foul on the day. Shooting free throws, Tanner Gensler, forward, junior forward, 6'4", 220 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He makes his first free throw attempt, 41-23. Second one underway here in a few seconds. Takes it and makes it, 41-24. 17 points is the difference. 3:05 in the first half. There's Drew Wennis, long pass over to Jake Snyder. Back to Wennis. Wennis at the arc. Wennis back over to Snyder. Snyder inside the paint. He'll pass a long pass over to Luke Driscoll, who was at the arc. And Mazzeo gets his own rebound after the shot is out. It's still 41-24, but a great rebound there. As Mazzeo almost loses the basketball and then does. Noah Begue with a nice steal there. Begue with a nice steal. Noah Begue with a great steal there from Muskingum as DJ Donald takes a shot, called for the foul inside the paint, 41-24. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. DJ Donald is a freshman guard, 5'11", 160 from Columbus, Ohio. Of course, Columbus and Muskingum, which is in New Concord, not too far away from one another on Interstate 70. Next shot taken from Donald is good. 41-25. That cuts the lead down to 16. And the second free throw underway. And here it comes. Someplace 41-26. Muskingum by 15. James Zalba checking back in for the Jackets. And inbounding is Drew Wennis. Wennis to Zalba. Zalba over to Snyder, who loses it inside the paint. Muskingum taking advantage of a turnover. And it was last touched by Mazzeo as he tried to get the ball back. And so Muskingum will keep the basketball with 2:14 to play here in the first half. Here comes DJ Donnell, the other direction. Tanner Gensler with the basketball at the left wing. He'll pass this over to Ethan Taylor. Taylor to DJ Donnell inside the paint. Trying to find a man open, he does. As the shot clock winds down, Alex Massinelli inside the paint. Massinelli gets it. That cuts the lead to 13, 41-28. Zalba with the rebound, passing it to Wennis. Then back to Zalba, then back to Wennis, a long pass. And then Mazzeo gets it, then back to Zalba. Snyder for three with good ball movement, and it's no good. But Wennis gets the rebound and puts it back in on a layup. 43-28, extending the lead to 15 points. 1:23 to go in the first half. With the basketball now is number 21. That's Tanner Gensler. No, excuse me, that's Noah Bagu. Bagu will pass this over to Alex Massinelli. Massinelli's going to find a lane inside the paint, then pass it to DJ Donnell from the arc. And Donnell drains a three. 43-31. That puts Muskingum back to a 12-point game now. Under a minute to play with 55 seconds. Wennis to Zalba. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Zalba now with the letters of BW, then to the arc, then to Wennis, who takes it and makes it. Drew Wennis with a big-time play, 45-31, extending the lead to 14 points. Pass over to Charlie Bean from Muskingum. They'll pass it to Alex Massinelli. As Massinelli makes it, 45-33. Massinelli, of course, for Muskingum making the shot, cutting the lead back to 12. Jackson Simmons with the rebound there. To Anthony Mazzeo. Mazzeo at the arc for three, off the rim, no good. DJ Donnell on the left wing. Now at the BW letters. And at the arc. As the shot clock is turned off, 1 second to go. Jackson Simmons puts it up in the air. Is it going to make it? No. He's not going to make it, but it's going to be a 12-point Yellow Jacket lead nevertheless. To close half number one. Your score, Baldwin Wallace, 45. Muskingum, 33. We're going to send it to Matthias Andahar in studio for the halftime report. For me down here at Ersprung Gymnasium, it's Andrew Hody. The score, BW 45, Muskingum 33, as we head to halftime on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Okay, we've all been there. You're jamming in your car to Cleveland's modern rock alternative, but then you have to stop once you get to where you're going. Take us with you. Download the TuneIn app on your phone or tablet and search WBWC to listen to our live stream wherever you are. Not tech savvy? That's okay. We also offer our stream right on our homepage at WBWC.com. Now you'll never have to be away from the music you love from us right here on 88.3 FM, the TuneIn app, and WBWC.com.
Every week on 88.3 The Sting, tune in for Big Picture Science. Hosts Molly Bentley and Seth Shostak engage the public with modern science research through smart and humorous storytelling. Big Picture Science does more than interview top scientists and technology innovators. Themed episodes connect those latest research ideas to identify emerging trends and why they matter. New episodes of Big Picture Science are Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on 88.3 The Sting.
That's a wrap of the first half of the Yellow Jackets basketball game tonight. Stick around for the halftime report and coverage of the second half right here on 88.3 FM The Sting, WBWC Berea.
Welcome back to Yellow Jacket basketball. I am Matthias, and I am here with the halftime show. And except for the depressing news, we have had a really good game going on for both teams. BW earlier, the women's Yellow Jackets team earlier on defeated the women's Muskies in a rout after the game was starting to look close. And now your BW Yellow Jackets are leading. Your men's Yellow Jackets are now leading the men's Muskingum Muskies 45-33. BW once again is leading 45-33, 12-point lead, with the leading scorer of Muskingum being Alex Massolini with 14 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. While for BW, it has been Drew Wennis with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist, 6 for 10 shooting, and followed by Anthony Mazzeo with 11 points, 3 threes in the game, with 2 assists and 4 rebounds. Looking around the OAC, Wilmington is going up against Marietta, where that game is at halftime, and Marietta is winning by 20 points, 42-22, while where Wilmington looks like they have no way of answering number 44 for Marietta, which is Addie Black, who he has 13 points in the game already. Looking at Otterbein versus Heidelberg. Heidelberg is leading 40-31. This game is really important for the OAC, where these two teams are near the top of their OAC division. Otterbein is only 10-2, while Heidelberg is 10-1. So this game really determines the outlook of the OAC. With 45 seconds left, that game is 31-40. And now, looking throughout the rest of the league, earlier today's game, John Carroll unfortunately had to forfeit against Ohio Northern, so that is a 2-0 score. And yesterday, Capital lost to Mount Union 45-72. And with that Heidelberg versus Otterbein game, if Heidelberg loses, they will lose their first spot, and Otterbein will climb up the ranks, where in the conference Heidelberg is 5-0 right now, while Otterbein is 4-1. So very important game. While in this game, this game is going to be important for BW, because with the win they will be 2-4 and will be on Capital's tail for that 6th spot. We will be right back with more halftime news after this short break. You're listening to your Yellow Jackets halftime show here on 88.3 The Sting, WBWC.com, and the TuneIn app.
In Black America is a long-running program dedicated to all facets of the African-American experience. Each week, host John L. Hansen Jr. interviews a variety of current and historical figures who make an impact on life in Black America. Stories from civil rights leaders, artists, and everything in between provide listeners with a unique perspective on the experiences African-Americans face in their lifetime. New episodes of In Black America airs every Friday at 9:30 a.m. and Sundays at 6:30 a.m. here on 88.3 FM, The Sting.
Hey there, sports fans. Sports Pulse is on every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on 88.3 FM The Sting. Join us for discussion of some of the hottest Cleveland Browns, Cavs, Indians, and Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets news you can ask for. Join the WBWC sports team every Thursday night at 9 p.m. right here on 88.3 The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
You've been listening to the Yellow Jacket Halftime Report right here on 88.3 FM The Sting. Stay tuned for the second half of Yellow Jacket basketball right here on 88.3 FM The Sting.
Yellow Jacket basketball, we're back here on 88.3 FM The Sting, and Andrew Hody joining you guys this afternoon. The score right now is Baldwin Wallace 45, Muskingum 33, as we get things going here at Ersprung Gymnasium for Game 2 of the doubleheader, the second half underway here shortly. As we take a look here at the scoring situation. Christian Pfeiffer, 10 points on the afternoon. Jake Snyder, 11, leading the pack so far for Baldwin Wallace. Anthony Mazzeo with 9. Shane Dalbo, 4. Drew Wennis actually leading the pack, 12 points. Jackson Simmons with 2. And nope, that was blocked. Christian Pfeiffer with 2 points. Jake Snyder with 8 points. Anthony Mazzeo with 11, leading the charge. Shane Dalbo with 5. Actually, Drew Wennis leading the charge with 16. Jackson Simmons with 3. And Luke Driscoll, Samson Albert, Trent Chikaki have yet to score as tip-off's underway. Carson Carter, no points. Noah Tomlinson with 4. Alex Massinelli with 14. 3 for Noah Bagu and 4 for Tanner Gensler. 7 for DJ Donald, 1 for Bradley Russell on a free throw attempt. As we get things going with the second half, Muskingum will start off with possession. 19:50 to go here in the second half of the game. As Anthony Mazzeo gets the rebound, no score for the Muskies on that possession. Mazzeo will pass it over to Snyder, and Snyder back over to Anthony Mazzeo. Mazzeo to Drew Wenis. Wenis back over to Snyder. Snyder to Wenis. Wenis in the paint. Back to Snyder, outside the arc, inside the paint now. And then he'll go for 3 by going back outside of the arc, and it's no good. But getting the rebound was Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gets the rebound, tries to get his own rebound again, and stealing it away is Noah Tomlinson. Tomlinson will pass this to Massinelli. Massinelli back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson over to Bagu. Bagu for 3. No good. Getting the rebound is number 24, number 24, Christian Pfeiffer for the Jackets. They'll pass it to Jake Snyder. Snyder over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer getting his own rebound again. He's really good at that. He gets a bucket. The first of the second half. 47-33, and we're underway. Alex Massinelli now back to Noah Bagu. Bagu passing this now to Russell. Russell over to Tomlinson for a long 2. No good. Tries to pick up his own rebound, can't get it. Mazzeo the other direction. Mazzeo at the left wing of the basketball court. Now at the right wing, now inside the paint, and good. Anthony Mazzeo with the layup. 49-33. 18-10 to go in the second quarter. Number 33 now, that is Carson Carter, who was in trouble as he passed it to Noah Bagu. As Shane Salva makes a big-time stop, but it'll remain a Muskies basketball as it goes out of bounds. So who's going to inbound this one? It looks like it's going to be Noah Bagu. Bagu will inbound. They'll pass this over to Alex Massinelli. Massinelli to Coffey. Coffey inside the paint. Now outside the paint, trying to find someone open. And he finds Carson Carter. Carter then back over, loses it in traffic to Anthony Mazzeo. And Mazzeo the other direction. Mazzeo at the arc. And lost in traffic again, intercepted by number 22, Davion Cross. And now this one's going to be stolen away by Drew Wenis. As, no, the bucket's good. They make the bucket, 35-49. And then Wenis gets a rebound. As Zalva gets it, he'll pass it to Mazzeo for 3, wide open, but caught. Number 24, Christian Pfeiffer. Meant to be a shot, but ended up being a pass. But Pfeiffer steps out of bounds, and it becomes a Muskingum Muskies basketball. 49-35 is the score, 14-point game. 17-18 to go here in the second half. Muskies still have a lot of time on the clock to work this. As Massinelli goes off to the edge, inside the paint. Pass this over to Carter. Carter then over to Alex Coffey. Coffey at the arc. Coffey now at the letters of BW. And he'll pass this over to Carter, and it's good. Carson Carter with a shot. 49-37, back to a 12-point game. Shane Zalva at the arc. Now with the letters of BW. Now inside the paint to Drew Wenis. Who gets it? Drew Wenis with a play, 51-37, Yellow Jackets. Alex Coffey with a long 2, no good. It's the other direction for Anthony Mazzeo. He's at the left wing for 3, and it's no good. Alex Massinelli with the rebound. He'll head the other direction. He'll pass this over to Bradley Russell. Russell inside the paint. And a foul is called, and a hard hit on the back. That's Carson Carter. Looks like he's struggling to get up a little bit. Well, they managed to get him. That was a hard hit on the hardwood thing. But it will remain now a Yellow Jacket basketball. As Carter checks out, we hope his back is okay as he heads to the bench. One thing we want to point out, Muskies bench now for the men's roster much bigger than the women had earlier today. I don't know if that has anything to do with COVID, as we mentioned earlier before, but that is one thing to factor in here. As now with the basketball is Jake Snyder. Snyder almost losing it out of bounds to Pfeiffer, who gets the save to Wenes. Wenes to Zalba for three. Off the rim, no good. It's going the other direction. Alex Massinelli inside the paint. He takes a shot, and it's good. That cuts the lead back down to 12, 51-39. As Anthony Mazzeo catches a long pass from Snyder as Pfeiffer gets an easy layup, 53-39 in traffic. I shouldn't say easy layup, it was in traffic. But he managed to get it. No problems asked. All right, here's Alex Coffey, the other side of the court now. Inside the paint, 53-39, takes a shot. It gets in, but I believe they called a foul before the shot. But it looks like it's going to just be an and one. So it's 53-41. And now with an opportunity to increase the lead, to cut the deficit to 11, is going to be number 12, Alex Coffey, who is a 6'1", 180 guard, freshman from Grove City. As the free throw is good, it cuts the lead to 11. Makes it 53-42. Largest lead of the game has been 19 by the Yellow Jackets. Muskingum has only led one time, and it was by 1 point after a three-point play in the beginning of the first half. Snyder to Simmons. Simmons passing this over to Mazzeo at the letters of BW. Then inside the paint, Mazzeo blocked shot. Well, Mazzeo gets his own rebound, then loses it again, and then he gets it back. As a fight for the basketball on the ground is taking place. And I believe the foul is then going to be called on Muskingum regardless. And that should send Anthony Mazzeo. Well, it wasn't in the shooting motion, so it probably sent it out of bounds, which it does. As Anthony Mazzeo will inbound this one. It's 53-42 BW. And now it goes out of bounds again. Nope, they're calling it a error on the official. So they're going to inbound this again. As Jackson Simmons gets the basketball, passing it to Mazzeo. Mazzeo inside the paint, now throws it to the arc to Wenes. Wenes to Zalba. Zalba tries to get a layup, and it's blocked. Great block there by DJ Donnell. And Muskingum loses it in traffic, but Alex Massinelli gets it back as it rolls out of bounds. And it'll become a BW basketball as he picked it up once it went out of bounds. Would not have mattered either way. As Luke Driscoll now inbounding this one. Shane Zalba inbounding it. Luke Driscoll will check in and get the basketball now. He's at the letters of BW. He's at the arc. He's at the left wing. And a travel, or an offensive. Looks like it was an offensive foul. Not a travel. Looked like it might have been, but it was not. Offensive foul against the Jackets. And so that'll go against the Jackets back to Muskingum now. 53-42. Scoring has been kind of quiet the last minute or two for both teams. As now with the basketball is Alex Massinelli after he catches the pass from DJ Donnell. Donnell gets it back. He throws it across to MJ Smith off the rim. Getting the rebound now is going to be Jackson Simmons. He'll head the other direction. He'll pass this over to Drew Wenes. Wenes to Shane Zalba. Zalba at the arc. Zalba inside the paint. Zalba under the rim. He'll take a shot. No good, but he gets the basketball back as it hits the backboard. And Anthony Mazzeo now has it off to the pass. Trying to find an open lane, but he'll take a long three. It's no good. Getting the rebound now is MJ Smith the other direction for Muskingum. DJ Donnell now with the basketball, passing it to Massinelli. And Massinelli will take it out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets will get the basketball back. And the Muskies not happy about that call. Head coach Travis Schwab of the Muskingum Muskies voicing his frustration, and the Muskies fans are voicing their frustration as the Yellow Jackets will receive the basket. Oh, no, it looks like the arguing may have made a case. It was, Anthony Mazzeo was lined up to inbound, but now DJ Donald did, so they changed the call. And it will be a Muskingum Muskies basketball, as now with the basketball is MJ Smith after the inbound. I don't know what caused the change, or maybe another official error. There's been some questionable decisions the officials have made as the shot is no good. It goes the other direction for BW. But two changes of a call within a call. Never seen that before in my 3 years of covering OAC basketball. And an easy layup for Drew Wennes takes place to increase the lead to 13, 55-42. Now with the basketball is number 11, MJ Smith, passing it over to DJ Donald. Donald back over to Massinelli. He'll pass it back to Donald for three, and it hits the net. But it goes out of bounds, so it'll become a Yellow Jacket basketball the other direction as the offense for Muskingum continues to struggle even after the breaks they keep catching. Drew Wennes now taking it the other way, and a sharp pass to Shane Zalba. Full pass it and intercept it is number 11, MJ Smith, the other direction for Muskingum. DJ Donald tries to take a shot, and his pass is intercepted. And that'll be taken now to Luke Driscoll, the other direction for BW. And two players bounced off each other. I'm not sure if that's a foul or an offensive foul. It is an offensive foul. And so that'll go against the Yellow Jackets as a charge. Number 33 will inbound this one, Carson Carter. 12-17 to play in the second half. 42 for Muskingum, 55 for Baldwin Wallace. Samson Albert checking in for the Yellow Jackets now as they lead by 13 points. Trying as hard as they can to try to put this one away, but Muskingum is having none of it. As DJ Donald will pass this over to MJ Smith. The Muskies now with possession. Bagu gets the ball, then Donald with it. He'll pass this over to number 32, Bradley Russell, and the shot will be good, 55-44, back to an 11-point difference. Drew Wennes with the basketball for the Jackets. He'll take it down the left wing. He'll pass this over to Luke Driscoll. Driscoll passing it back to Wennes. Wennes inside the paint. Tries to make a shot, doesn't even attempt, and he'll pass it back to Driscoll. Driscoll to Albert. Albert almost losing it, but then Driscoll gets it back and takes a shot. It's good, 57-44. And Muskingum will take, the Yellow Jackets will take a timeout. And we will as well. The score, Baldwin Wallace 57, Muskingum 44, 11:27 to play. It's Yellow Jacket men's basketball here on 88.3 The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Serving the cities of Amherst, Middleburg Heights, and North Royalton with true alternative rock. All right! WBWC, Berea.
Monday nights at 10 p.m., join us for Trop Rock Music on the Radio. DK Dennis King will take you to the islands with a great mix of tropical island music from artists all over the country. Weekly call-in features and giveaways make for a fun 3 hours. Multi-nominated and winner of the 2014 Trop Rock Award for Radio Show of the Year and the Trop Rock Association Awards in Key West. Get away from it all, Mondays at 10 p.m. here on WBWC The Sting.
44. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets leading over the Muskingum Muskies. Really have had a terrific offensive performance all game long as we get ready to go. With the timeout ending. 5 timeouts for both teams. 11:27 on the clock. Coach Heil, Coach Schwab meeting for the 13th time tonight. As with the basketball now, with DJ Donald passing it over to Noah Tomlinson for 3. Off the backboard, no good. And a fight for the basketball between Mazzeo and Bagu will go the Yellow Jackets' way. And Drew Wennes will inbound this one. 11:11 on the clock. As it continues to tick now, the inbound from Wennis to Driscoll. Wennis back to Driscoll. Driscoll on the left wing. Driscoll now inside the paint. Passing it over to Wennis. Wennis to Mazzeo. And Mazzeo over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer passing it back to Driscoll. Driscoll back to Mazzeo. Back to Albert. We got some decent ball movement here. Mazzeo loses it, but gets it back at the letters of BW. With 1 second on the shot clock, he has to take a long three. It's no good. 57-44. 10:34 to play in this one. 57-44 coming down to the wire. Shot taken by number 33. That's Carson Carter for Muskingum, who makes it 57-46. Now back to 11. The Jackets have not let the lead go under 11 during the second half so far. They've led by as much as 19 this afternoon. As a pass to Drew Wennis to Anthony Mazzeo. And then Anthony Mazzeo will be at the arc. He'll pass this to Christian Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer passing it to Wennis, 4-3, and off the rim. No good, but Mazzeo gets his own rebound. Tries to make it. I believe they're calling a foul, however. I believe they're calling it a foul against the Jackets. No, excuse me. They called a foul against Muskingum. And Anthony Mazzeo will head to the free throw line. He's a junior guard, 6'2", 185 from Canton. His first free throw is good. That'll extend the lead to 12, 58-46. The next free throw underway for Mazzeo. And the lead will be extended to 59-46. 59-46, the Yellow Jackets ahead. 9:55 to play in the second half. Coming down to the wire here at Earthsprung Gymnasium. 13 points separate the Muskies and the Jackets. As with the basketball is Alex Coffey. They'll pass this over to number 21, Tanner Gensler. And I believe a foul is called against BW. Drew Wennis with the foul, his first foul on the day. And not in the bonus yet. The Muskies will inbound. Inbound takes place. Carson Carter will get it. As he'll pass this one now to number 2, Alex Massinelli. At the right wing of the court. And it looks like it goes out of bounds. Kind of hard to tell on the edge of the left wing. Right wing, excuse me. No, another foul is called against the Jackets. That'll be against Samson Albert. Noah Bagu will inbound this one. Bagu inbounds, and he'll pass this to Massinelli. Massinelli on the right wing. He'll go inside the paint and take a shot, and it rolls in. 59-48. Back to an 11-point game. As with the basketball now is Driscoll back to Wennis. Then Wennis back to Driscoll. Driscoll at the right wing. He'll pass this over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer with a long pass over to Albert. Albert back over to Wennis. Wennis passing it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer inside the paint. Pfeiffer trying to find an open man. He does. He finds Luke Driscoll. And Luke Driscoll gets the point. 61-48. 8:48 to go in the second half. 13 points separating the Jackets and the Muskies. 8:40 to play. Driving is number 11, MJ Smith. Noah Tomlinson with the basketball, and I believe a foul is called against the Jackets. I believe they're calling it against Jake Snyder. Jake Snyder called for the foul. Noah Tomlinson was who he fouled. Jackson Simmons checking back in for Christian Pfeiffer. And inbounding this ball now for Muskingum will be Noah Bagu. Tanner Gensler also checking in for Muskingum. So some rotation changes here for both teams. The Muskies with the basketball, inbounding it to Massinelli. He'll pass this over to Mann, who checks into the game for the first time today. And Jackson Simmons with the rebound. Excuse me, that was Carson Carter. Simmons takes a shot off the rim, no good. A nice save by Driscoll. Can't ask for a better, almost goes out of bounds, but Driscoll prevents it. Gets the rebound at the arc, passing it over to Wenes. Then back to Driscoll. Driscoll back to Snyder, who was called for the foul on the defensive possession. Snyder driving inside to Simmons. And it's good on the layup. 63-48. Timeout, Muskingum. 7:52 to play in the second half. 63-48, a 15-point difference between these two teams. We'll take another break as well. It's Andrew Hody, and you're listening to Yellow Jacket Basketball on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Is there something you want to promote on 88.3 The Sting? Contact our business director at business@wbwc.com or call our offices at 440-826-2145. And we can discuss underwriting opportunities, on-air mentions, or even advertising online. From underwriting athletic events to live reads, the opportunities are endless with us, and we want to help you get your name on the air. Once again, the phone number is 440-826-2145, or send us an email at business@wbwc.com.
We're back here in Berea at Erstbrunn Gymnasium. The score 63-48, 7:52 to play here in the second half. Yellow Jackets with a 15-point lead as another timeout was taken, this time by Muskingum. As timeout is still taken. This is a full timeout. Both teams are now lining back up. And the atmosphere here at Erstbrunn Gymnasium is electric. The Jackets up 15 points. The fans here are celebrating a little bit early. The Muskies side of things, though, not looking so well. But the Jackets still up 15 points. Here we go the other direction now. There's the Muskies with the basketball. Alex Coffey has it. They'll pass this to Carson Carter. And back to Coffey, who takes the shot. It's no good. And the rebound almost taken there by Driscoll. And it looks like a foul has been called somewhere on who remains yet to be heard. Samson Albert called for the foul. Samson Albert. And so now heading to the free throw line is number 21, Tanner Gensler. He is a junior forward, 6'4", 220 from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Second trip to the line tonight. First trip was in the first half. 7:35 to play. 63-48. First shot off the rim and good. 63-49. Anthony Maggio checking back in. Sale now at the paint as the second free throw is underway. Here comes the second free throw. And it's good. 63-50. Muskies down 13 only. Jake Snyder with the basketball now. They'll pass this over to Shane Zalba. Zalba passing it to Lennis in the corner for three. That might have been a long two, but I know they're going to rule it three. 66-50. And it's a 16-point game yet again. And a shot taken there by number 33, Carson Carter, is good. A long two, 66-52. And now the other direction for the Yellow Jackets. Shane Zalba at the BW letters. 6:50 to play. He's at the arc. He'll pass this over to Snyder. Snyder inside the paint, losing it in traffic, and it goes the other direction. And getting the layup is number 21, Tanner Gensler. And that'll cut this gap down to 12 points. Jake Snyder at the BW letters. Heading towards the right wing, then to the left. He'll pass this over to Wenis. Wenis over to Mazzeo. Mazzeo inside the paint. And I believe a foul has been called. So are they going to wave off the basket? It looks like it. Either way, Anthony Mazzeo will shoot two. Junior guard, 6'2", 185 from Canton. Correction, the Muskies are the team in the bonus. The Jackets are not. So Anthony Mazzeo is going to inbound this one instead. He thought it was in the shooting motion, and he was waiting at the line. As Drew Wenis takes a shot, it's no good for three. They'll go the other direction for Muskingum, but I believe that it's going to be a foul against Christian Pfeiffer. And so heading to the free throw line now will be number 21, Tanner Gensler, with an opportunity to shoot two. He's a junior forward, 6'4", from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Third trip to the line tonight, and he only had one free throw, and it's incomplete anyway. Anthony Mazzeo rebounds it. Maybe it was a technical foul. I'm not too sure. But a travel is called against the Jackets, and now it'll go back to Muskingum. 6:01 to play. A lot of defensive stops and fouls as the clock is not winding down as the Jackets are intending to do. 66-54, 6 minutes exactly in the second half. DJ Donald the other direction. They'll pass this over to Alex Coffey. Coffey had the yellow jacket wording inside the paint, losing it in traffic again. Anthony Mazzeo the other direction. Mazzeo inside the paint, passing it over to Jake Snyder. Snyder at the left wing. He'll pass this over to Zalba. Zalba over to Wenis. Wenis back to Zalba. Zalba at the left wing. Zalba, I'm not sure if they're calling a jump ball or what the situation is there, but nevertheless, Muskingum's going to get the basketball back after an offensive call. Interesting call there. Looks like they were ruling it out of bounds. Well, it might have been a jump ball, but then again, it did not look like it. DJ Donald inside the paint. No good. It's the rebound is Jackson Simmons. The other direction. Passing it over to Anthony Mazzeo at the left wing of the court. 66-54. 5 minutes now exactly in the game. He'll go inside the paint. He'll take the shot. Make the shot. 68-54. The lead is now back up to 14. DJ Donald with it. He'll pass this to Carson Carter. Carter will pass this to MJ Smith. Smith, long pass to Landon Russell, who takes the shot. And it's good. Oh, excuse me, that's number 12, Alex Coffey, who makes it. And it's good. They'll cut the score 68-56. Looks like they're ruling it as a long two. It looked like a three to me. But 68-56 from a long two. Anthony Mazzeo inside the paint. Shane Zalba passing this over to Drew Wenis. Wenis over to Jake Snyder. Snyder in the corner to Drew Wenis. No good for three. And the other direction now is MJ Smith for Muskingum. They'll pass this to Carter. Carter over to Alex Coffey. Takes a shot inside the paint. He gets it. And for the first time in the second half, the Muskingum Muskies have gotten within 10 points. 68-58. Timeout taken. This one will go for Muskingum. And we'll take one as well. 68-58. We're taking a timeout. It's Andrew Hody. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Basketball on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Every week on 88.3 The Sting, tune in to hear Footlight Parade, Sounds of the American Musical. Join host Bill Rudman as he discusses the rich history of American musical artists, writers, and shows. Footlight Parade showcases the best of Broadway and Hollywood with songs from the turn of the 20th century to today. With a new theme each week, you'll hear everything from classic operas to modern show tunes. New episodes of Footlight Parade air Sundays at 10 a.m. and Wednesdays at 9 a.m. here on 88.3 The Sting.
You're listening to Yellow Jacket Basketball on 88.3 FM The Sting. Shout out to my mom, Heather Hody, and Rock Bureau for listening. I will call you in a little bit. I am calling a basketball game. 3:58 to go here in this one, here in the second half. 68-58. Thank you to all our listeners here today, especially my mom listening again. Andrew Hody joining you guys this afternoon. 68-58. Yellow Jackets ahead. Here comes a three-point shot from Drew Lennis. He makes it and gets it. 71-58. '21, that is Tanner Gensler, gets it and misses it. Here comes the shot from Anthony Mazzeo. He'll pass this over to Drew Wennis. Wennis back over to Shane Zalba, and he gets it in. Here comes T.J. Donnell. Donnell will pass this over to number 21, that is Tanner Gensler. And he'll pass this over to Alex Coffey. And it's no good. He'll go the other direction for Anthony Mazzeo. It looks like another foul was called against the Muskies. And Christian Pfeiffer will head to the free throw line off a foul from the Muskies. And first free throw shot is good. Sophomore forward, 6'9" from Amherst, 74-58. And here comes the next one to make it a 17-point game, and yes. And now we're down to 17, 75-58. Yellow Jackets are up. Here comes number 2, Alex Massanelli. He'll pass this over to D.J. Donnell. Donnell to the basket. And he'll make it 75-60. Dale gets it back. As the Yellow Jackets are really just trying to finish this one off. 2:07 to go. Zao at the arc. Trying to wind down the clock, really. As he'll pass this to Wennis inside the paint. A foul is called. And that'll send Drew, I think that'll send Drew Wennis to the free throw line. Yes, it will. Drew Wennis, the sophomore guard, 6'5" from Huron. He'll head to the free throw line, and now the Jackets are in the bonus. And an opportunity to cut this again to a 17-point game. Extended, I should say, for the Jackets. When is his first free throw underway is good. 76-60. And the next one underway. And it is good again, 77-60. Yellow Jackets over the Muskies. And now really it's nothing but a clock race. As the Muskies still have 3 timeouts, but not too much they could do, most likely, as the Yellow Jackets are probably going to head for their second win in the LAC. There's a big-time play there from number 21, Tanner Gensler. And the other direction now, Anthony Mazzeo. Mazzeo inside the paint, takes a shot, no good. Trying to rebound it is number 24, Christian Pfeiffer. He can't get it. And a 3-shot taken there by D.J. Donnell. Can't get it to go. D.J. Donnell inside the paint. Yes. 77-64, and now the Jackets are going to take a timeout. At 1:14 to play, we'll take one as well. Here on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Have an educational group or a scout troop that needs a media badge? 88.3 FM The Sting offers tours of our radio station. Visits usually last no more than an hour, and our staff is available to answer questions that your group may have. We're located in Berea, Ohio, on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. If your group is interested in a tour, contact operations@wbwc.com or call 440-826-2145. Contact info is on our website at wbwc.com. We will work with you to set up an appointment. Can't wait to see you.
For 30 years, the Bop Stop has served as Northeast Ohio's home for live performances of some of the best in jazz. Hi, I'm Bop Stop Director Gabe Pollock. Join me weekly as we tap into this rich history and bring you some of the best live performances by local and national artists that have graced our stage. Tune in for Live at the Bop Stop every Saturday night at 10 on 88.3 FM The Sting, WBWC.com, and the TuneIn app.
Welcome me back to Yellow Jacket basketball on 88.3 FM The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app. Your score is Baldwin Wallace 77, Muskingum 64, with 1:14 to play. Lennes inbounds the basketball to number 1. That is going to be Samson Albert. Number 1, that's Jake Snyder. Snyder the other direction, inside the paint, long pass to Lennes. Lennes to Mazzeo. Mazzeo inside the paint now. Now back at the arc, and losing it in traffic. And a foul is called. I don't know if that goes against Muskingum or the Yellow Jackets. Looks like it's going against Muskingum. It'll go against E.J. Donnell. And now send Anthony Mazzeo to the line for shooting 2. Chance to extend this lead to 15 points. 77-64. Here we go. Mazzeo takes the shot and makes it. 78-64. Second one underway. Have a few adjustments on the rotation Jackets are making right now. Checking in is Trent Jakacki, Jackson Simmons, and Luke Driscoll. As the next free throw is good to extend the lead. 79-64, 57.5 to play. And it looks like the stadium atmosphere at Earthsprung Gymnasium is electric. With under a minute to play and a 15-point difference, fans are on their feet. And a 3 is taken by number 2, Alex Massinelli. Rebounding against Tanner Gensler. And it looks like another foul is called, this time against the Jackets. Also checking in for the Jackets now is number 33, Terrell Hicks. Foul called on Luke Coyne for Baldwin Wallace. Taking the shot is number 21, Trent Gensler, the free throw shot. And inbounding this one will be number 11, Jackson Simmons. We head the other direction. Simmons to Driscoll. Driscoll on the right wing. And a foul is called again. This will go against Carson Carter. 79-67. The Yellow Jackets lead by 12. 33.4 to go as Luke Driscoll will head to the line to shoot 2. First shot underway. Incomplete. And it looks like they're only giving him 1 on that one. Muskingum's in the double bonus, 26 seconds to go, as the Jackets are trying to avoid the foul so they can run the clock out. Shot clock turned off with 16 seconds, 79-67. And that's going to wrap up this one from Earthsprung Gymnasium, a game that started off with a Yellow Jacket offensive explosion. And while it wasn't an offensive explosion the rest of the way, they kept it high up the entire second half as the Yellow Jackets win this one. 79-67 is your final score. Baldwin Wallace over Muskingum, and the doubleheader ends in 2 BW wins back-to-back. We're going to take a quick break. Post-game underway. Andrew Hody, it's Yellow Jacket basketball on 88.3 FM The Sting, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.
Escape the buzz of the city and take a trip to the countryside with Dream Farm Radio. My name is Julie Lavender, and each week I host accomplished independent musicians to encourage their dreams as they perform their music and talk about what inspires them. The show features original, fresh synergies breaking down the barriers between musical genres to explore a broad spectrum of jazz sounds. Dream Farm Radio airs every Sunday at 11 a.m. right here on 88.3 The Sting.
Well, we welcome you back to the post-game report here. The final score of the men's game today, 67-79. We look at the statistics overall. Yellow Jackets 28 of 65 on field goals, 10 of 30 from three-point range, 13 of 14 on free throws. That might have been a big difference maker there, as free throws were 13 of 14, so the gap was 12 points. That's what made the difference. Muskingum 67 points on the day, 25 of 61 on field goals, 2 of 12 from three-point range, 15 of 20 from free throw range. So free throw trouble for the Muskingum Muskies, and trouble from three-point range also cost them as well. Bench points, 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Muskingum leads that category in 25. Second chance, 10 points for Muskingum, 15 for the Jackets, and points in the paint. Muskingum leads that category too, 38-32. Fast break points, though, Muskingum also leads 4-0. So even with all those, the final stats of this one, Drew Wendt is 28 points, Anthony Mazzeo with 19, Jake Snyder with 8, Christian Pfeiffer with 8, Shane Dalbel with 7, Jackson Simmons with 5, Luke Driscoll with 4. And then you'll look at the other end for Muskingum, Alex Massinelli with 20, Tanner Gensler with 13, DJ Donnelly 11, Carson Carter 8, Alex Coffey 7, Noah Tomlinson 4, Noah Bagu 3, and Bradley Russell with a single point on the afternoon. What an unbelievable performance for the Yellow Jackets today, 79-67. The men coming up are going to be on the road at Wilmington. They're going to be on the road coming up next Wednesday at Ohio Northern. The women will be at home against Ohio Northern, and then a doubleheader will be taking place in Bexley, Ohio next week. The men will travel to Capital and take on the Comets, and that'll be at the Performance Arena and Capital Center in Bexley, Ohio. And then they play John Carroll at home, so 3 big-time matchups here the Jackets have coming up on the season. We're still figuring out which games we'll be calling. We'll let you know on the air and throughout our website information, so make sure you stay posted on our website as well for which games we'll be calling on air and whatnot, as well as we have the women coming up on a big stretch with the men as well. As we head into the month of January, OAC basketball is back, and BW basketball is back here on 88.3 FM The Sting. I'd like to give a few special thanks. Special thanks to John Vasala for producing our first game today, Matthias Andahar for some commentating of the first game, as well as producing the second game. Jake Malensik, of course, our sports director, and another special thank you, of course, to all the WBWC board members making this game possible. Thank you very much for tuning into this broadcast today from 88.3 FM The Sting. The final score yet again, Baldwin Wallace 79, Muskingum Muskies 67. That'll close this one out. Andrew Hody saying so long from Earthsprung Gymnasium in Berea, Ohio on 88.3 FM, WBWC.com, and WBWC on the TuneIn app.